differentiate the function f of t, which is equal to the natural log of 2t plus 1 cubed over 3t minus 1 to the fourth power. So before we actually take the derivative of this function, let's go ahead and simplify this using the properties of logarithms. Since this is division, then we can then state that the natural log of 2t plus 1 to the third power, and we can subtract the natural log of 3t minus 1 to the fourth power. And now we're going to use the exponent rule. So therefore this is now going to become f of t, which is now going to equal 2, it's going to equal 3 times the natural log of 2t plus 1 minus 4 times the natural log of 3t minus 1. Okay, and so now we are ready to find the derivative of this function. So we're going to have f prime of t, which is going to equal 3 times the derivative, which is natural log of 2t plus 1, which is 1 over 2t plus 1. And then we got to multiply it by the derivative of what's inside here. Well, the derivative of 2t is 2 minus, we have 4 times the derivative of the natural log of 3t minus 1, which is 1 over 3t minus 1. And then we're going to multiply it by the derivative of what's inside here. The derivative of 3t is going to give us 3. So now what we're going to do is now we're just going to go ahead and then simplify this. So we have f prime of t, so we have 3 times 1 times 2 in the numerator, so we have 6 over 2t plus 1 minus 4 times 1 times 3, which is 12 over 3t minus 1. And so now if we want to be able to find a common denominator, we can then state that the denominator, or the common denominator, is going to be 2t plus 1 times 3t minus 1. And again, it's going to be 2t plus 1 times 3t minus 1. And we're going to multiply. So what's missing from here, that denominator, we need to multiply that by 3t minus 1. So we're going to multiply 6 times 3t minus 1. So let's go ahead and distribute that. So we get 18t minus 6. And then what do we need to multiply this by? Well, we have to multiply this by 2t plus 1. So this is 12 times 2t plus 1. Now keep in mind this is a minus 12 times 2t. Or we'll have the minus so far, so we have 12 times 2t, which is going to be 24t. And 12 times 1 is 12. Okay, so now we can go ahead and distribute that sign. So we have f prime of t. In the numerator, we have 18t minus 6. Distributing the sign gives us minus 24t minus 12 over the common denominator of 2t plus 1 times 3t minus 1. And so therefore now we can combine like terms in the numerator. So the derivative of this function is going to be 18t minus 24t, which is negative 6t. Minus 6 minus 12 is minus 18. All over 2t plus 1 times 3t minus 1. And so therefore we can now factor out the negative 6 in the numerator. So what we have left is t plus 3. divided by 2t plus 1 times 3t minus 1. And there is the derivative of our function.